Alright guys, so today we got some more fat acceptance TikTok cringe. Pretty much people who believe that being fat is a good thing and that they can be allowed to accept staying fat and being healthy at the same time, which is obviously not true, but you know, people are trying to fight societal norms and all this other stuff about accepting being fat. Another thing too, I think the whole pursuit of happiness, they're like making that way too extreme to the point where they want to be happy all the time, and that doesn't work because if you're always trying to be happy, then you're always trying to do short-term things that are going to make you happy. And you know, an example of that would be just eating fast food or food that tastes good for you. It could give you immediate gratification right now, but something as working out and having a good body would take sacrifice and it would be hard for you to do, but then you'd be happy in a long-term process. So I think people just have different mindsets of what they think their life should be, and they always want to be happy to the point where their happiness is actually causing them to not be long-term happy. They want to be short-term happy, not long-term happy. I think that does play a huge role in this. But we are going to react to some TikToks and other videos of people being huge and I guess fighting for it or bragging about it. It's pretty cringe. Today we got another airline. What does it say? Travel might look a little different for us plus size folks, but it's still possible. The airline should do a better job accommodating us, but until then, I'll keep shouting my message from the rooftops. You deserve to travel just as much as anyone else. That is crazy. So it's their fault that the seats aren't bigger, that you can barely fit in this section right here walking onto the plane just because you're too huge, and it's their fault.
Travel might look a little different for us plus size folks, but it's still possible. The airlines should do a better job accommodating us, but
so she has to bring her own seatbelt?
until then, I'll keep shouting my message from the rooftops.
Seatbelt
You
extenders.
deserve to travel just as much as anyone else.
That's crazy, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure that the airlines were designed to fit normal people in. If you have smaller seats, then you don't have to have such a huge plane, which means more people. So instead of more people being able to fit on an airplane so that we can get everybody to the destination as fast as possible with as much people on one plane, they want to make the seats bigger. So now they're probably going to lose a lot less money. The airplane people, whatever, it's going to be harder for the people to fly more because you're going to need more planes to carry more people because the people are too big that they're taking up more space on the plane. So that's pretty cringe. They kind of want to shout their message from the rooftop and fight to make airplane seats bigger. And look at these people. Look at these people right here. They have plenty of space. Why? Because they're healthy and skinny. Maybe they might not even be healthy, but at least they're not humongous or obese to the point where they're taking up so much space. Like, this guy's stomach is pushing out here, and then these people are just normal people on their phones, have their bag right here, and they still have enough space. So it's really cringe.
It is. Madison?
Small.
Julia?
Small.
And what about Alexis?
Extra small.
Okay, got it. Sarah?
Sarah. What? Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
What's your shirt size? I gotta put this order in by tonight.
Oh, my size? Yeah, you know, I don't really know.
Okay, we'll just have one of the girls look at the tag of the shirt you're wearing so we can get your size.
Here, I'll do it. Touch me and I'll tell everybody Dr. Griffin gave you that nose and not God.
Come on, Sarah. I don't have all day.
It's a minute
Well,
long.
it's,
I don't feel like watching all this, but pretty much she's trying to show that she's insecure about her shirt size because all the other girls have smaller shirt sizes and hers is probably like 3XL. What is it? It's large. Is large even bad? I don't even know if large is bad. I thought she was gonna say 3XL, but it's like, I don't know, to the point where it's 3XLs, 4XLs. I don't see why you don't think that it's a problem. Like that one video we watched in the past, where that one video was yelling at this person giving out merch because he didn't have like a 3 or 4XL, which she had, and she couldn't fit into anything smaller. So it's like, you can't be so insecure when other people, you know, can fit in the shirts because they're designed to fit in the smaller people. And since you're not healthy enough, you don't care as much as your body, now you're getting insecure at this moment because you're insecure about being huge when it's totally your fault. It is your fault, and they just don't want to accept that it's your fault. I love consistent contradictions fat accepting creators make when they beg for empathy, validation, and attention while constantly belittling and vilifying skinny people and our insecurities.
To talk about.
Let's see. This is what minute long.
So I found out about the shenanigans on Twitter when Fat Feminists tweeted about it. Skinny people using this song specifically about growing up as a fat person to talk about their teeth and how they're too skinny, and it's such a great analogy for where mainstream body positivity is now compared to what it was intended for. It was created to liberate the most marginalized of bodies, you know, black, brown, disabled, fat, super fat bodies, and now it's been watered down to being about self-love and body image. This song isn't for you. This song isn't for you. Yes, I'm gatekeeping.
That's crazy. If the first thing she brought up was black, so being black has nothing to do with being fat. Like, you're born black because that's something genetically that you have from a black ancestor, right? Or however that works. But being fat is a choice. You have the ability to choose fat as long as you don't have some crazy disorder that not a lot of people have. It's not common. It's common for people to be huge because they don't know how to stop eating fast food. That's really it. And then she's saying this person doesn't belong in the body positivity mainly because they want to be bigger but they're too skinny, because maybe they have the opposite problem where they can't gain weight or they have trouble eating one meal a day or eating more than one meal a day. And instead of, you know, the body positivity trying to make everything positive, they're attacking each other because one person's really big and one person's super skinny. Both exist. It's just that, you know, she shouldn't belong in the whole thing altogether because she's fat because it's her fault. That's the thing. You know, I don't know about this first person. Maybe they have a disease. Maybe some people with, I think, leukemia or something. I don't know what it is, but where they have just bigger body parts, they might have a disease. But it's like the middle area, you don't belong here. You don't belong in this whole thing because you can change yourself, and instead you don't want to change because you want to still eat fast food and want to be, I guess, praised for that. Makes no sense. It really doesn't. The way society is celebrating eating yourself to an early grave is just as bad as if they were celebrating anorexia. We don't need fat acceptance. We don't need inspiration. We need to promote healthy lifestyles. Yeah, and to actually see a picture like this is kind of crazy. You know, this is a plus size model because this person is huge and caters towards people who just don't know how to lose weight. It's not even that hard. And then, of course, we have normal person right here, or a person who's athletic. And it's like their models, or what you should, I guess, try to be like, you know. If you don't have a good body, but somebody who's, like, fit right here and looks good, you're like, maybe I should work out and better my life so that I can look like that because that looks really good. But no, instead, you see this fat person here, and you're like, oh, hey, I'll look good in that because they're fat and they look good in that. So the marketing thing is contributing to the people staying fat and the whole body positivity movement. It's kind of sad too because these companies, they want to make the most money, and if people are just failures, if they want to give up and say, hey, I just want to be fat, they're going to cater towards those types of people because those people will buy their products. So it's like the companies don't really care about your health or just bettering your life. They just want to make the most amount of money possible, and that's totally understandable. It is, but that's just coming at the price of people staying fat just because they can't control themselves. So it is sad that it's pushing this way, but it's like at the end of the day, it's still your fault. It still is. There's no other excuse that you can make except you don't know how to eat less and you don't know how to exercise. Period. It's not rocket science. It really isn't. That is fat acceptance. These people are delusional. And I guess companies just care about making money, so they're not gonna fight against this whole fat acceptance thing. They're just gonna go for it so they can take your money. End of the day, stop being fat.